Los Angeles gang members. There is nothing the FBI loves more than a gang with some structure. Why? Because if I'm the FBI, all I gotta do is find one guy at the top and he'll link me to everybody else. You see, the thing about the little YNs in Chicago backdooring each other and being every man for themselves is that it's much harder to prove a racketeering conspiracy against them. The law won't even try to bring any Chicago gang members into court to try to prove that any of them are doing anything in furtherance of anything other than themselves. You can't even leave a gun around the guys when you in Chicago. A dude will smoke a wood with you, eat some wings and fries with you, then steal from you as soon as you go to sleep and send you outside unarmed. Then act like he missed you on social media when somebody catch you. The difference in LA is that there's a such thing as a big homie, a violation, and a DP, or discipline. It's such a rigid structure that in some parts of LA, a grown man can tell another grown man what he's doing in embarrassment of the gang, and this guy that's being DP will actually take action to clean up his act. And all this is good and well for the community until y'all start shooting at each other. All this structure and discipline becomes pointless when it works against you in the courtroom. Any other organization with these type of rules is just the way it should be. There's no problem. But we put structure in the wrong thing. Why doesn't Chicago, a place some people consider the birthplace of gangs and one of the birthplaces of organized...
No, that ain't gonna work. Chicago getting DPs? I don't feel like Chicago do DPs. I feel like they just kill you. I feel like they just kill your ass. That's the Chicago niggas. I be looking, I'm like, damn, these Chicago niggas be killing the fuck out of each other. Chicago, if you from the Midwest, from Chicago, what is y'all disciplinary actions when y'all fuck up and make the hood look bad? Do y'all get a DP? And even with DPs in LA, like that shit ain't for everybody. Everybody not getting a DP. Don't let the internet fool you. You know, they quick to say, oh, this person gonna get DP, this person gonna get DP. These niggas ain't getting DP. Like, niggas, nowadays, shit, these niggas gonna shoot your face off if you try to DP a nigga. The young niggas gonna shoot you, the old niggas gonna shoot you. Boy, niggas ain't going for that shit, man. What the fuck you mean getting a DP as an adult is crazy.
Crime in the United States. Why is there no gang structure in Chicago? Because when there was, the feds did a sweep and easily dismantled the entire thing until there was no structure left to build on. I remember riding through Washington Park when the Calumet buildings and the other projects were still up that housed this structure, and it was Bentleys and Maybachs riding through the hood, the big guys was making money, and the foot soldiers was being taken advantage of. And this was so the big guys could continue making money. And when the feds came, some of these leaders cooperated and told everything. Ain't nobody finna go from riding in Rolls Royces to serving life just to say they was a real nigga. Some guys will, and these guys didn't get out until they had gray hair. And the feds know this, so all they gotta do is offer somebody a deal. You see, when Big U and all those people got snatched, why did 12 of them get out within a couple weeks? We don't know yet, but I can take a guess. The real question is, why did all those people get their face put on their board under Big U? Gang structure. When Loose Cannon decided to expose the guy he was putting in work for, he made one of the smartest moves you can as an enforcer. You can't tell me that the guy at the top has anywhere near the same loyalty that the guys at the bottom have for him. Loose could have made just as much money on YouTube as Big U did in the streets.
And I still hate how they did Big U on the internet, man. All these niggas turned on Big U on the internet, man. That shit fucked up. That's when I knew times was changing out here, man. When I saw all these niggas even niggas from his own neighborhood going on the internet going against him, I'm like, damn. Because if you from LA, you know there was a time when a nigga wouldn't dare say nothing disrespectful about Big U. But niggas was going on the internet and disrespecting that nigga and bringing up old allegations and all kind of shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That's the times we living in now, though. That's the times we living in. God damn.
So he didn't have to be an enforcer at all. And Big U doesn't have to cooperate on anybody in this case to get them boys barbecued. Cause you know, like I know, that them people don't come unless they got you. Why is Loose Cannon talking to Adam 22 on a jail call from the feds, facing federal time for things you already admitted on this man's show?
Why is anybody talking on a jail call on a podcast? That's the bigger question. Why is anybody calling in from a jail to talk on a podcast? And why are you doing content on a jail phone? A recorded line. It literally tells you this call is being recorded. And niggas is on recorded lines just talking.
After he said he gave them the tape, this who you talking to? Alright, Brick Baby, you 37 years old. You letting another grown man tell you what you gonna give him from what you stole. Allegedly. It's a lose-lose on both sides, because if you have structure like in LA, you take yourself down in a federal courtroom because all structure is a paper trail. And if there's no structure like in Chicago, your own homie gets you out the way before your ops can.
That's a terrible take, bro. Yeah, like, nigga, if that don't matter. If it's business and we in cahoots, I'm gonna get a cut, nigga. So if somebody put me on a play, whether legally or illegally, they're gonna want to cut. Legally or illegally. So to say, hey, you're 37 paying somebody for a play or percentage, nigga, that would happen in business anyway. If you're doing legal business, you're gonna pay somebody a percentage. If they put you on to something and nigga,
Speaking of paper trail, didn't Banging on Wax start in California? Now I know that groups like NWA was not all real gangsters. We know Eazy-E was, but didn't Ice Cube go to art school or something? And of course the West Coast kinda did start the trend back in the day of publicly gangbanging on music and home videos, but this was the beginning of the end for self-snitching.
Like I said, kind of did start the trend. That's crazy, man. Put some respect on it. Kinda did start the trend of gangster rap. We kind of did start the trend. Well, who the fuck else started the trend? Kind of did.
I get that California is huge, and because of this, the law can't keep up with every gang and every set. So a lot of these guys will get away with it. For 50 plus years too. I mean, you will not find any older gang members in America than you will find in any part of California. But that goes back to that structure. Once I turned 25 in Chicago, I either lost most of the guys I was closest to in the gang, or I already got snaked by the rest of the guys. So if I did end up making it that far in life, I'm gone. I'm not staying around y'all, because when you die or go to jail, your guy's gonna be trying to get with your girl, and they're not sending you $1 in prison. That's a
okay. So this is a Chicago nigga. All right. I don't know what video. I'm just surfing the web right now. I'm surfing YouTube. I'm clicking shit that catch my interest. I don't know who this content creator is. I don't know. But, okay, he's from Chicago speaking on LA shit. Okay, that makes sense. That's why I'm like, what is he talking about? This is definitely an out-of-town nigga talking. A Chicago nigga. All right.
street guarantee in most cities. But this is why there's still such a thing as an OG in LA. It don't take a rocket scientist to know that there's no chance any other little guys running around with switches would ever listen to a Big U or any older guy. Honestly, where I'm from, a brick baby is considered an old goofy if he ain't putting money and weapons in the hood, and he still might get took down for everything he got because there's no respect for real. Lil Durk allegedly putting money on people in Chicago. Listen, I don't know if y'all know, but allegedly they got recorded jail calls of guys snitching on Durk because he ain't sending money fast enough. Nobody Durk's age is running the streets putting in no work in Chicago.
I just saw something with Lil Durk. I don't know if this was true or if this was AI. Let me know if y'all saw it too. But it was like a screenshot of a group chat, a OTF group chat, where he said, like, if they come, don't talk or something. I'm like, who the fuck? If that is real, why would they put that on the internet? But then, you know, people going to say, oh, the police put it out there, if it is real. The police got their phones and put it out there. But like, what the fuck? God damn. Listen, man. All right. Moving forward today, if you are doing crime, if you haven't already, stop fucking conversating on the phone. You got to go back to the old school shit, man. You have to, bro. If you're out here doing crime. But I suggest you don't do crime, man. Don't do crime. But where we come up in our era, it ain't no talking on phones. It ain't no taking pictures. It ain't nigga getting video cameras, like none of that shit. If you in the street, if you live in a life of crime, niggas who used to live a life of crime, they didn't want to be in no pictures. They didn't want to talk on no phones. They for sure didn't want to, like, nigga, they was what? Nigga, I'm out here thugging. I don't want nobody to know who I am. My name gonna ring bells. No social media. Like, if you grew up in the 90s, you know, like, niggas' names was ringing bells with no social media. You would hear about a nigga who was out here doing shit. You probably didn't know what he looked like. He didn't take many pictures. You couldn't search him and find him. But you knew his name. His name rang bells. We called those factors. You was a factor. You know what I'm saying? But then it got to the point where it felt like, well, everything reversed. The niggas who was doing shit, they want you to know they doing shit. They want to boast about it on camera. They want to show you. They want to claim it. They want to show you what guns they own. what big ass weapons they got in their artillery. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I was seeing some videos on 4th of July that was fucking me up, like out here with niggas from LA and Compton everywhere. And I'm just like, why are y'all on the internet showing these guns, man? Exclusive ones, too. Where it's like, oh, yeah, nigga, we've been looking for this weapon. Oh, you got this? Oh, this the nigga who got this. This hood got this. I'm like, damn, man. Wild times. Wild times we living in, y'all.
Teenagers only. And with teenagers, there's no conscience and no loyalty. Once that Cash App didn't come through, Dirk was just another old goofy. And now he's gonna have to probably pay the price for thinking otherwise. And just that little illusion of structure alone was enough to build a Fed case on him. So when you got guys still having gang meetings and extortion calls, sure, the police and the feds will let this go. But once you take it to its full potential, like Big U did, playing with millions of dollars, now the feds just can't let you slide. Cause they know what it could turn into. But of course, most guys stay too involved in petty squabbles to become a real enterprise. Remember, the FBI created the RICO Act just so they could stop the mafia. And this probably wouldn't have happened if the mob wasn't getting money. But you know, John Gotti had all the money and the houses and luxury cars, all untaxed. And you know Uncle Sam is always gonna get his cut. And
them niggas was getting to the bread. The motherfucking mafia niggas, they was cutthroat as a motherfucker. Now, them is some cutthroat motherfuckers right there, but them motherfuckers stood on principle and tolerated no disrespect. No ratting, no disrespect. Bitch, you are getting your car blew up. You getting Swiss cheese if you rat. If you disrespect, if you don't go through the higher-ups, nigga, them niggas wasn't playing. They bring that back in today's times. Oh my God. Imagine if niggas brought that back. If you rat, you getting chipped. If you disrespect, you getting chipped. If you make us look bad, you're getting chipped. How many niggas would be dead right now, man? Bring that shit back.
These people are not willing to share that money under any circumstances. You in his country, so you gotta pay. When the projects were still up in Chicago, the police would come by and interrupt the money operation until they got their cut. Once they did, they drive off and leave you to it. But once the feds stepped in, the little crooked cops had no more power. Cause again, a lot of money was floating around untaxed. And Uncle Sam holds a grudge when it comes to that money. And unfortunately, most guys in the streets will live their whole life part of a program, as they say in LA, that could be a $1 billion operation if they had the right mindset. But most of them will still end up dead or in jail without ever touching $1 million. And there's a few that got some real money and managed to serve less than 20 years in federal prison, which is the best you can hope for. But when that's the best you can hope for, is any of this even worth it? And to all my California dudes, all over California, stop going on no jumper. All right, it's not 2016.
I agree. We got something in common, Chicago, nigga. From LA to Chicago, that message right there is powerful, man. Stop fucking with this cuck ass nigga.
Once was a time where Adam and all his little weirdos could have gave you some clout, and his podcast actually used to mean something in the rap community. But now it's just what the feds watch on their lunch breaks. I don't care how many views you get in, man. You could get this out the mud yourself. You don't need no other podcast. You don't need no other platform. You can become your own platform.
Hello.
And shout out to all my new viewers, man. Y'all are the reason that everybody else should know that anything is possible. And
powerful message right there. You don't need that, motherfucker.
I'm still not the type to tell somebody don't get their money. It's just hard for me to get down what they got going on in No Jumper. So I advise all of the listen, if no Cali dudes got on their podcast, he wouldn't have one. You understand? And Luce, please stop calling this man.
Shout out to him. Trap University. Shout out to Trap University, man. I'm a subscribe to your channel, brother. Shout out to Trap University, man.